It's your boy Ink. Welcome to the show. Guys, are doing well. They're having a wonderful day on this 17th November 2024. We just finished watching Arcane. This is pretty much amazing. We have our rank 12 for the gold. Now you're gonna hate me because I planned to keep that's pretty good. I planned to keep 5,500. Are you kidding me? That's just enough. That is actually perfect because you know what I'm gonna buy? You know what I'm gonna buy? Huh? This. You know what I'm gonna buy with this? I'm gonna buy possibly. Pretty much, I have all I want. All I want for Christmas is you. I could bring out attack. The reason I can bring out attack is for lifesteal. Because lifesteal is another part of getting healed, right? So yeah, so we're still doing a shield, don't worry. But I'm gonna have to attack. So yeah, I was in the tick and the sword. What happened was, I went to bed really late yesterday, like 2 p.m. And I knew the tournament was finishing at. It was finishing at 7. So what I did was I went all the way till 2 o'clock. That way I was sure I was starting the tournament. Now, there is something that happened with the sword. The sword, I don't know what happened. I don't know why it was left on, but it was left on and I didn't get to upgrade. So we ended up with a shitty rank, but that's okay. Because what I did was I was so fucking tired, but I was like, okay, you know what? Fuck it. We're still gonna be pushing forward the ID or the need for for a playthrough, a tournament. So we did we just entered the tournament. We didn't even upgrade, and it was better because that way when we started the stream of today, we were just able to film the tournament. Anywho, we're just gonna be chilling, gonna be hearing me talk a lot, but that's about it. People going nowhere, expecting sympathy. Life is what happened while you're busy making your excuses. Another day, another day. So long to miss me. Crap, they betrayed us. Crap, they betrayed us. This is all highly up for I think some of y'all will agree. Some of y'all will disagree. That's what makes this fun. Open-minded. Charmaine, the problem is. I would finish. Life is what happens when you're busy making your excuses. Another day. There you go. Beautiful. Don't blink, it's your blink. Welcome to the show. Because you're doing well, because I'm having a wonderful day. Listen, I need you guys. This is a video where I'm asking for help. So yesterday, right, we started this show called Assassination Classroom. Now, Assassination Classroom is understandably a really good show. I could find one season on YouTube for free. I'm not able to find the whole show for free on YouTube, which sucks. But hey, that's life. So I was looking at other shows I could cover, and I thought that Cobra Kai just finished. Cobra Kai finished the series. There's not gonna be season 7, so this is the finale. So if you guys want me to, you guys please let me know. Cobra Kai or Assassination Classroom, finish season 1, and then if I get season 2, get season 2. Please let me know. I don't mind. It's a show for me. I get to watch a show. I get to relax. It's both good. Don't link, it's your boy Ink. Welcome to the show. Hope you guys are doing well, because I'm having a wonderful day. This is the long version of the video we just did, asking for help. See, the asking for help comes from oh, I'm dumb. For fuck's sakes. Don't blink, it's your boy Ink. This is the second try for this video, because we're secretly filming on the background. We're secretly filming not one, not two, but 3 playthrough of the tower. And I was having the video for the camera. So this is the second try of this video. Now, what is this video? Well, this video is actually quite simple. It's me asking for your help. It is the longer version of the video we just did. By the way, I love that shirt. Thanks, Mom. Fucking love this one. It's really nice. Look at it. It's hard to say because I'm fat. What if I did this? Can't zoom in and out in this mode. Oh well, as you can see, we're not wearing a hoodie. 7 degrees outside. It's pretty nice. So, me asking for help is, once again, I mean, ultimately speaking, yes, this is a channel, and most of the time, some of you guys are going to give me advice. I'm going to be listening to it, but I'm very stubborn, right? So when I'm asking your help for content, it actually takes a lot out of me. And it's a positive thing, because I think this is, yes, my channel, but I think it's something we're doing together. So the version, so let's do a long version, okay? Let's do a long version. I love Assassination Classroom. I want to give it a chance. And the fact that there's only 52 episodes. So we're watching 2 episodes a day. There's 52 episodes, that's 26 days, that's a month, right? We're doing winter content, which is 4 months. So one of those 4 months, that's all I take. It's all it takes me. Now, the reason why I'm not sure if you guys want it is because, see, it's actually a really good video to make. It's actually a really, like, kind of important videos to make. So Assassination Classroom is on YouTube. It's for free. Everybody have YouTube, right? Everybody have YouTube, yet no one is following me. Joking. It's free there. You can get Assassination Classroom. You can get for free. But it's a 1 season. Now, ultimately speaking, as I read Assassination Classroom, is it the best show? No. Is it a show that's still worth it? Is it a show that is still kind of wholesome? That's the thing with Assassination Classroom. If it was a show, it would be more wholesome than awesome. And I think that you need a show like that. I think you need comfort show. Like My Hero Academia, to me, it's a comfort show. It's not as dramatic as Jujutsu Kaisen, or dramatic as a show like Demon Slayer, you know? And Demon Slayer is considered very wholesome, but it's still more intense than Assassination Classroom. Even with Assassination Classroom, we're destroying a alien with BBs, With and BB's a plastic knife, it's very like childish, but it is a nice show. And ultimately speaking, it's not about assassinating or being an assassin or killing the teacher. Assassination Classroom is we took a class that had so many problems. We took a class with people that didn't think that they belonged in society. We took a class with people that were very low in self-esteem, and we built them up as little human because they're kids. It's wholesome, right? It's a teacher. It's not about killing the teacher. It's about a teacher and a classroom, right? Um, the thing is, it is only one season. That's my biggest ick. That's my biggest, And right now it's gonna get really good because now we have Karma and Nagika. They're the two characters, and yeah, we're gonna do it again. So it's kind of cool because there's more than just one main character. Karma actually becomes kind of the second character, the most important character in the classroom, and that's pretty much it. But once again, there's only one season. Now, actually, what happened today is the 17th of November, which is important to say. Why is that important to say? Well, it's actually really simple. And the 17th November 2024, we have a case of. We just finished watching. Well, we didn't watch it, but we just finished airing the Jake Paul versus Mike Tyson fights, and I was surprised by how many people didn't have Netflix. I was surprised by how many people weren't able to stream or to watch a live stream like that. And ultimately speaking, I I wanna tell myself that I know, but in reality, I I don't know. I have no clue. Do you guys want to watch a movie that we can watch together? You guys want to watch something that you cannot watch? Am I one way to watch something that you cannot watch? Am I a media that's gonna make another media accessible, or do we want to watch the same media? See, it's the same thing as a reporter that watch a movie and report the movie, or watching a show on Discord together. It's up to you guys. Cobra Kai. My story with Cobra Kai, it's actually quite simple. Cobra Kai was a show that I watched. I believe it was in the beginning of work, which was fantastic because I was just starting at work. I had this mentality of this is just another job. The mentality of this is just another job was because I was with the agency, a temporary agency for multiple years, which would send me A, B, C in the same years. It was never stable. It was never for a long period of time. So it's like, okay, well, it's like a kid that always moves. It's like, when are we moving next? So I was like, I don't need to have friends. It's a cool place, but I don't need to make friends with those people. And actually, they ended up being my family. So I was very wrong. I was very, very wrong. But it stayed that I was looking for a show to watch. Now, by the grace of God, by the grace of fucking God, we had Cobra Kai, season 1 back then that came out. It's like, okay, I'm gonna give it a try, and I actually really, really, really enjoyed it. And then we had Cobra Kai season 2, which I really enjoyed. I remember watching season 3, but kind of losing interest because I'm like, okay, well, I think at season 3 I was making content, so I was like, yeah, I prefer making content than watching content. Plus, that's the season of the same show, right? It's like, oh, who is gonna be betraying who? Do you really care who can betray? In the end, it didn't really matter. But then I restarted watching it because somebody, Aiden, at work told me it was really good. I remember rewatching it, and now we had the two dojo forming together. But again, I had to rewatch the whole thing. So if I would be watching Cobra Kai, it would be my third time watching it, which is the negative. The positive, I think, is a good show. The positive is a finished show. The positive is on Netflix, which not a lot of people have. So it would be cool. So please let me know what you want me to watch. Ultimately speaking, I'll be watching both. I'll be watching the two of them. I don't care. I'll watch the two of them. But I just want you guys to be able to choose which one we're looking at first. It's like playing a game. You want to play this game or you want me to play this game? Okay, you want me to play this game? Okay, cool. But I did buy the two games, so I'm going to have to play it. So why did I buy it? That's pretty much what's going on. So let me know, and thank you so much. Arigatou gozaimasu. Which is not racist, because we're watching it in Japanese anime, which is not racist because we're traveling all the way to Tokyo and one of the season of Cobra Kai. It's actually very culturally sensitive. It's paying homage to two shows that might be the best show we watch. That's pretty much it. I love you guys. Take it easy. Bye. Do not blink. It is your boy Ink. We did something today. Tell you what. I'm gonna get a spoon. That's not what we did today. Even if we only did that, that was a pretty useful day. Today is the 17th November 2024. 17th November 2024. You'll have to excuse me as I make myself a coffee. You can see the sunrise. So as the sun is rising, we should be rising too, right? Love this new shirt. Look at this shirt. Thanks a lot, Mom. It's really nice. It's really, really nice. So, we did something that we never did. I was watching Arcane yesterday. It was really good. I kind of want to take the day off, right? Not do a lot of work. Why? Because I fucking deserve it. Hello? Hello? Fucking deserve it. But most of all, because I'm able to. You know what I mean? It's not about, oh, can I do it? It's about, if I can, I should. Right? Stop doing things because you have to do them. Do things because you want to do them. Please. Made a mess. But pico. Delicious. So, we did something that we never do. I realized that yesterday, just give me a sec, we're going to be taking care of this. I realized that yesterday, right, I did a review of Assassination Classroom episode 1 and 2, but that, sadly, that review, although very good, you should check it out, because I'll be including the first version and this version. Oh, I just spoiled it. I'm going to do 2 versions. I came in with a closed-minded. And it's funny because when I say why Assassination Classroom, I mention, oh, I want to be open-minded to something that is better. Something that is more so our style. Because Assassination Classroom isn't, I don't know, it's not one of the manga or anime that I would normally watch, even though I read it. And I came in with that mentality of, okay, I promise you guys transparency. I promise you guys to be honest. First episode, I came in with the mindset of don't fucking give it a chance. Give it a fucking chance. Stop reminding yourself that you fucking hated it the first time. Take a deep breath. Watch it again and give it a chance. Now the second episode is like, okay, well, this is okay. But I wasn't able to enjoy it because I was so focused on having this new experience that I wasn't focused on the experience itself. And I wanted to have this new experience because the past experience was a negative one. So what I did, which I never do, never do, closed my brain, and went to sleep, woke up, watched Arcane, which was really, and I say one, did I say really, or did I say it twice? I don't know how many times I say it, so we'll do it one last time for good luck. Really, good. And I rewatched episode 1 and 2 of the first season. I gotta say, you know what? It was the exact same experience. But guess what? Instead of focusing on the experience that we're having, I watched it twice to focus on the show that we're watching. So if you don't mind, of course, we're gonna redo the review, and we're gonna redo it not as how I feel, but at the show itself. How I feel, ultimately speaking, you shouldn't care. And I mean this sincerely. You came to watch a video about a show. It's not like, oh man, I care about this. No, it's okay, well, this is the way the narrator is feeling. Am I feeling the same way, or am I feeling opposite of this way? Why am I feeling something else in the narrator? Is it in the action that we're seeing, or in the way it's being told, right? I can tell you that this is turquoise, right? You can say that it's blue. Are we wrong? Am I wrong? No. Are you wrong? No. It's a question of perception. It's a question of my understanding. Ultimately, my understanding or my way of feeling toward the show shouldn't affect your understanding or your way of feeling toward the show, right? Can we agree on that? Awesome. So long story short, because again, we're rambling and rambling and rambling. Season 1, episode 1 is actually a really cool episode. One of my biggest problem was that you're introducing character. Assassination Classroom, the first episode is really fast paced. So you have this classroom right away, they're trying to kill the teacher. Like, okay. Then you learn the teacher is a monster that destroyed the moon. Okay. And you realize that none of them have a name. Okay. Then the first episode finish by a student almost committing, almost unaliving himself for other students to get cash. Right? Okay, very fast pacing. So when you rewatch it a second time, you once again realize that the theme of color, like I said yesterday, is actually really important, the darker side of things. When characters, and I feel like this is so powerful because I just told you, literally just told you, how I feel shouldn't affect how you feel. How I understand things shouldn't affect how you understand things. We can have a different understanding and that's totally fine, right? The sky is blue. The sky isn't blue. It's all a matter of how you see things. And the way you see things shouldn't be affected by the way other people see things. Don't be a sheep. Be yourself, right? So the color scheme is actually really cool. When it's more joyful moments, it's more colorful. When it's darker, it's darker. See, even in the first episode, you actually see a lot of good things. There's a lot of dark things. Dark theme, but there's a lot of positive theme. So one of the dark theme that you're having is actually quite simple. One of the dark theme that you're having is literally, figuratively, and that's pretty much the only word I know in English. But the dark theme are the students themselves. You hear how they're disliked because they're in this class. You hear how they doubt themselves. You hear how the main character, because the kid who tried to unalive himself is the main character, right? There's not supposed to be a main character, but he is a main character, trust me. And you feel like it's a very dark thing. Even the plot of this show is very dark. You're in a class being taught by a monster who says, if you don't kill me in a year, I'll destroy the planet. Very dark theme. So what are the positive theme? Well, the guy teaching. Because when he is teaching, it's actually really sweet. You can tell that he cares about the student, and you can tell that the students are really helped by him. So this is one of the positive themes. This is actually quite nice. You take a classroom, because the assassination classroom is 2 words. Assassination, which is what the kids, right? What the kids are trying to do. And we have the classroom, which is the teachers teaching students. A classroom is what? A class where you learn. What is a class? A local, right? Or a room. That's it. 4 walls. 4 walls. You can be in a fucking prison and still learn. It's a classroom. You could call it a classroom if you want. This is what we're having. Also, we have part of the government. Not so much, more so in episode number 2. But the government gets involved. And again, they're teaching the kid how to kill him. And it's kind of funny because we're going to be watching this more in episode 2. But episode number 1, there's already, like, classmates. That's a negative though. That's negative. They're in the same class, but nobody's friend with nobody. Nobody is best friend. There's no groups. There's groups, but they're bad people. They're bad students, right? That's pretty much it for episode number 1. Episode number 2, we have a lot more. So episode number 2, now that we got away with the plot, we're seeing why. Tell me why I never went on eBay. Tell me why I sing out so loud at 7 a.m. My neighbor think I am fucking insane. It is okay, yeah. You realize that you didn't talk about the students because they might be having a episode each. In this one, we have a baseball player. And although the goal is to kill the teacher, see, this one is one of the most, it's a bit boring because he really does help the student with baseball. And to me, the pacing wasn't good. That's why it's a bit boring. Because once again, you're like, okay, well, you're helping the kids, but we don't know nothing about the kids. So you're basically helping a stranger. Then you realize that season 1 is 52 episodes. The classroom is made of what? 26 students? So if you spend 26 episodes introducing the students, then you already went halfway through this, then you realize that the student, and I mean this sincerely, maybe because I'm an adult, but I mean this sincerely. You realize that the name of the student, who he is, doesn't really matter. It's a student and it's a teacher, which is the whole plot of the show. Let's say movie. Not sure as to why I was gonna say movie. So, am I forgetting something? Yeah, I'm forgetting a lot of things. We have a new student, Karma, which is possibly one of my favorite students. See, Karma. See, I told you the students are not that important, right? And they're important, but not that much. But there's one student that is Nagiba or Nagika, I'm not sure, who is the main character, and there's gonna be a student introduced in episode number 3, which is Karma. And Karma is gonna be a student that is possibly the one with the most ability to kill the teacher. See, Karma is the classic rule. Nagiba is the main character. Nagiba doesn't have an ounce of a killer instinct, right? Karma is the extremely talented children that has a whole body of killer instincts, and it's gonna be talent versus hard work, right? We already know how that ends. We already know how that ends. So long story short, we have this. We have one of the government people that is there, and is actually quite a cool character. I actually really enjoyed this character. I think he's one of the nicest one. Because what they're gonna do is they're gonna have students to kill the teacher, but they're gonna have other member of faculty or the faculty to help him. And out of the member of the faculty, if my memory serves well, he's possibly the best one, the coolest one. See, you realize right away in episode number 2 that thanks to this teacher, these kids seem happy, they're playing. Thanks to the teacher, these kids tend to play together. They tend to have a mentality of this is a team. So he's already seeing the positive impact, right? The other ones, see, this is a thing. So spoiler. That's the thing. This faculty teacher is sent by the government. The other ones are assassin. The government worker possibly have a better sense of justice, of moral, than a higher kill. Who knows? That's pretty much the show. Anywho, I love you guys. Take it easy. Bye. Don't blink, it's your boy Ying. Welcome to another show. Welcome to another video. We're watching the sunrise, and you know what? I want to watch the sunrise like this. Do you guys mind? You guys don't mind? That's awesome. That is awesome. I'm gonna get something to hold it. Something to hold it. Something to hold it. I'm gonna get something to hold it. Today, tomorrow, today. Get something to hold it. And then it is the fit. Oh, we're watching the sunrise. This time. Today is the 17th of November, right? If I didn't say it already. It is also the day we're releasing Arcane. And I know what you're saying. Oh my god, is it gonna talk about Arcane? You wish I was. It's not this video, sorry. This video is actually about, I don't know how to call it. I don't know how it is. Is it psychology? Is it the way of seeing things? It is me trying to form a bond with you guys. I think it's all of those things. See, we're doing a lot of recap lately, right? And I love that. But ultimately, what I'm afraid of when I do recap, and this is actually not my biggest fear, but one of my biggest fears when it comes to making content. I'm here, right, for a lot of you guys as a bigger brother. I'm here as the older person that's trying to guide people, right? Trying to make mistakes, trying to improve my life that way. Maybe I can inspire people to not do the same mistake that I did, or even better, to improve themselves. That's the whole goal of the channel. By improving myself, maybe I can inspire people to improve themselves, right? By working hard, maybe I can inspire people to work hard. Who knows? That's the main goal. But I'm always afraid because there's a very thin line between guiding people or leading people. And it's actually that I'm afraid of. See, I don't think the word leading, coming from the word leader, is a negative thing. I don't think it is. Is my goal to lead you guys? No. Why? Because it goes against the entire idea of Ing Vendetta. The entire idea of Ing Vendetta is be who you want to be. I never changed my definition. Be yourself, fuck the rest. It's always been, be the weird kid in class, be the weird guy at work, be the funny dude, not the prettiest dude, not the tallest dude, not the most athletic, but be yourself. No matter what that entails, doesn't matter. And to me, when you're being led, see, there's a positive leading, of course. But a positive leading is, in my opinion, a leader that is able to see the strength and weakness of every single team member. Okay, you're good at this, I'm going to be using you for this. You're good at this, you're going to be focusing on this. Not so much as, I don't care what you're able to do this. To me, that's leading, right? A good leader is not about necessarily leading you, but using you. And I know this sounds crazy, but we have, and again, I think this beautiful is such a smart idea. I think this video is such a beautiful way of talking about the subject. We talk about the meaning of leading and how it's often seen negatively. People think that using somebody else is automatically negative. Now, should you be using other people? No, fuck no. That's horrible. But if you're working in a team, right, and you're working in a team where this in a baseball team, or even in a basketball team, or even a soccer team, and you know that this guy, he's really good at dribbling the ball, he's really good at confusing his enemy, you're gonna put him with another guy that's really good, because ultimately speaking, the guy that's really good is a bigger issue. That's using your player in a good fashion. If you're gonna do about the classroom, you know that somebody, right, gonna be a teamwork. You know that somebody is possibly better at getting intel, somebody is possibly better at managing the intel, and somebody is possibly better at talking in front of the class, right? And knowing that, if you decide to put it in that way, in the exact order, good for you. If you don't care about that and you put it in your other order and you fail, you should ask yourself, why did I fail? Did I not use the proper tool? Right? I think we're all tools, right? I think we're all tools to ourselves, right? The way, if I'm reading, right, I get to be more knowledgeable. Being more knowledgeable is a tool. I might never use that tool. I might never use that hammer. I might never use that screwdriver, but I have it, right? You know, ultimately, that's a good leader. Now, the problem with leader is when there's an order, there's multiple ways to see it. That's why there's problem with the Quran. That's why there's problem with the Bible. That's why there's problem with a lot of religion, because they're leading people with information that could be interpreted in different ways. I'm seeing this verse or this Bible verse as in one way, and you're seeing this Bible verse in this other way. Who's right? Who's wrong? Ultimately, does it matter? No. Will it lead us in different direction? Absolutely. See, let's say, right? Let's say, I'm gonna put it that way. A road builder, right? He's building road. And he has a plan. But if he has no plan and he builds a road that leads to nowhere, right? That's a problem. He led you nowhere, right? I'm more so in the fact of guiding. And to me, it's actually impressive, the difference between guiding and leading, right? But the guiding in my mind is, I'm a guided person to learn how to fish versus leading them to a place where they can buy fish. Because in my opinion, if you're a fisherman, this is a classic of, I'll give you a fish you can eat one day, I'll teach you how to fish, you can eat every day, right? I prefer guiding people. I'm not a leader. And if I was a leader, I'd be a team leader, and it would be a team that would be working towards the betterment of the channel of Ingvenera before the empire of Ingvenera. If this goes big, this can go, the moon is the limit, right? But I don't feel like leading people that I don't know. I don't feel like leading people for no reason. More about guiding. Of course, when it's a place of work and I need something, I say, hey, give me that, you know? Ultimately, that's a lesson that I learned lately. I was working, right? I was working with European, which it's a bit more like a boys' club. And I would always say please. And one of the guys said, don't stop saying please, you look weak. We're working. If you need help for work, you ask. If the people that don't want to help you, they're not working, that's their fault. I was like, okay. That's more leading. See, the whole point of the video is, when you hear me talk about a movie, right? When you hear me talk about review, when you hear me talk about something, please do me a favor, and please understand that I don't have eternal knowledge. Understand that my wisdom is very limited. Understand that this is my perception, but doesn't mean that it has to be your perception, right? It never had to be your perception. focus on your own understanding. Focus on, okay, well, it said that I tend to agree or I disagree. Ultimately speaking, I don't have every single answer in the world. Ultimately, I'll die still having question. That's life. I have this problem with people telling you, hey, buy this, invest in that. Is it advice or are you telling me what to do? It's tough. I think also the difference between guiding and leadership is the way you're perceived. Are you in a position of authority or not? See, a father, I'm a dude. I know it's hard to believe when I'm a guy. A father will lead you. Don't do this. Don't touch that. Do not talk to this person. Stay with me. Don't get lost. And then you have an older brother. It's more guiding you. Don't do that. Dad's gonna get angry at you. You know? And it's authority. The father, you have to obey your father. You don't have to obey your brother. You can elbow your brother in the fucking throat. Nobody's gonna say shit. Oh, but if you did that to your father, ooh, don't even want to think about it, you know? And that's part of life. And also, ultimately speaking, this video can serve a bigger purpose than just, oh, if I'm saying something, please ask yourself a question. And don't believe me for everything I say, right? There's more than that. Ultimately speaking, right? When you're being led by someone, you're being led. Ask yourself, is it somebody that I trust, right? Is it somebody that I want to follow, right? It's complicated. But then, I got another problem with that. I got a bigger problem that actually, if somebody's trying to guide me, automatically I say, no, I don't need it, right? There's this very sad thing with the channel. All the time I'm gonna get advice from people I don't know, people I never met, right? People I'll talk to once and they'll disappear and say, hey, do this. The person say, yo, you should travel. Bruh. You're not even watching the channel, not even watching the content. If people want me to travel, they'll tell me, yo, travel. I'll get more than just one comment, right? And then I look like an asshole for refusing to listen. I got people giving me advice, following, then that's me not doing this advice, and then they're unfollow. And ultimately speaking, maybe I'm an asshole, but maybe, just maybe, right? Maybe, just maybe, I didn't need the advice in the first place, right? Ultimately, what I'm trying to say is, I don't want you guys to come to this video looking for advice, right? I don't want you guys to look for this video looking for an answer. Now, ultimately speaking, right? Ultimately speaking, you guys know that I have 26,000 video. We reached 26,000 today, right? Guys, I know that I have 26,000 videos. Oh, and about 4,000 on the gaming channel, but who's counting? Ultimately, the goal of the channel is, if you have this question, right? And you see that I have a video talking about this exact subject, then maybe I can help out, right? Ultimately, most of the things that I talk about, you don't need. Did you really need somebody to explain you what is the difference between leading and being guided? No. Does this video exist? Yes. Will it be uploaded? Absolutely. Right? I don't know, it's such a hard thing. It's a really hard thing. Anywho, enough of a long video. I love you guys. Take it easy. Peace. Sunrise. Ooh, it's a nice sunrise too. Very, very weird sunrise today. Because there was no cloud. No, it's too warm. Tabarnouche. Faites le saut. Salut, c'est Jamming, j'espère que tu vas bien, je pense que c'est une belle journée. En ce 7 novembre 2024, On a un beau lever de soleil présentement. On s'amuse dehors, il fait beau, il fait chaud, 7 degrés. On en profite, stick. Aujourd'hui, on fait une vidéo assez spéciale. On fait ça. Tu peux voir qu'il y a beaucoup. C'est une plus grosse vidéo qu'on va faire. La réalité, c'est quoi? C'est très très simple. Pourquoi je goûte à 6? Pourquoi pas 1? Pourquoi pas 2? Pourquoi pas 3? C'est extrêmement simple. Fait qu'est-ce qui est arrivé, c'est qu'on a commandé 3. 3. Les Japonais sont vraiment forts sur les snacks. J'entends toujours parler de ça. J'entends toujours dire, oh, les Japonais, les snacks sont incroyables. Le spectacle est bon. C'est bon show, là. Mais j'ai dit, ok, Marimé. Je sais pas pourquoi j'ai dit Marimé, mais bon. Mentir. Jamais pour tout mentir pour ne pas décevoir. Maintenant, du fond dans le décor. Jamais arrivé de mentir pour vivre. Personne connaît? Ou sinon, qui m'en prendra ma place en suivant mes pas? Si le vent porte le son. Qui prendra ma place en suivant mes pas? La bonne musique québécoise, merci beaucoup. Ou sinon, veux-tu dire André Waters? Tu me mets de bonheur. À toi et ta nouvelle fleur. Embrasse tes parents, dis bonjour à ta sœur. Tu t'es bien vite remis de tous tes ressentiments. Ou peut-être que tu préfères du extérieur. Couvre ta tête avec un bon nid de long. Assure-toi que tes runnings sont bien attachés. Es-tu bien habillé? Es-tu bien camouflé? Ou sinon, tu préfères peut-être Bonhomme 7 heures. Papa, raconte-moi une histoire. Celle où les pirates trouvent de l'or. Jusqu'à ce que je m'endors. Dis-moi où les pirates sont cachés. Ou sinon, dernièrement, tu veux peut-être du boom des colocs. Tassez-vous de là, il faut que je voie mon chum. Ça fait longtemps que je l'ai pas vu. Il était parti, il était pas là. La dernière fois que je l'ai laissé. Ou peut-être tu préfères du respectable. Ce soir, j'ai reçu un appel. On m'a invité à prendre large. Petite coquine que je désirais depuis le secondaire, s'il vous plaît. Mais je savais pas trop quoi penser. C'est la liberté, ça me faisait peur. Ça donne la frousse de tout quitter. Mais cette fille-là, je l'ai au cœur. Ou encore, tu seras d'accord. Laisse-moi t'en trouver une. Saskatchewan, tu m'as pris ma femme. Tu m'as crissé là pour un gars de Regina. Ou sinon, comment je pourrais oublier les cowboys fringants? J'ai vécu. Je vais chanter honneur à Carl. J'allais faire une blague. Parce que techniquement, moi, chanter de la chanson québécoise, c'est des blagues. Mais non, reste en paix, Carl. Je t'apprécie beaucoup. Un héros de la langue québécoise. On n'est pas là pour ça. On est là pour des snacks japonais. Écoute, on a-tu pris un méchant détour? Je pense qu'on a pris un détour. On va se rappeler toute notre vie, tu comprends? Fait que, pourquoi on fait ça? C'est parce que j'ai commandé des snacks japonais. Finalement, j'ai eu beaucoup de doubles. Pourquoi j'ai eu beaucoup de doubles? J'ai commandé 3 sacs de 40. 3 sacs différents de 40. Sur les 40, il y en a beaucoup de doubles. Il y en a même des triples. Mais dans le fond, sont pas beaucoup. Mais ces 6-là, ok? C'est ceux que j'ai déjà vérifiés. C'est ceux que j'ai déjà goûté avant hier. On a 6, c'est 6 doubles. Pourquoi je fais 6? Parce que je veux finir les doubles. Ultimement parlant, on fait une série, ok? Qui était supposée être 112 vidéos, mais qui va possiblement être plus 80-90 vidéos de différents snacks chaque jour. Pas des doubles, pas des triples, des différents. Fait que j'en mange 6 maintenant. Comme ça, on fait des doubles. OK? 6 fois. Après ça, les doubles, c'est fini. Fait que j'ai aucune idée c'est quoi ça. OK? C'est des genres de beignets. Ça, c'est mon préféré. C'est un genre de soccer. Tu vas pouvoir voir c'est quoi. Encore une fois, qu'est-ce qui est vraiment cool, c'est que tu peux voir la même mascotte. Fait que c'est sûrement un snack qui est très très populaire au Japon. Très populaire. Celle-là, c'est au miel. Moi, je le sais parce que je l'ai mangé avant hier. Fait que j'ai très hâte. Le goût, c'est quoi? C'est comme des crottes de fromage, si tu veux. C'est comme des cheese puffs. C'est comme des Cheetos. Regarde-moi ça, mon homme. Regarde-moi ça, stick. Avant, là, je laissais la tune d'OD. La tune d'OD par cœur. Là, je l'ai oublié. Oh ouais. Oh ouais. Tellement bon. Tellement bon. Mais tellement bon. Pourquoi c'est tellement bon? C'est extrêmement croustillant. C'est une espèce de beigne frit. Le miel, il est pas très goûteux, mais tu sais qu'il est là. Fait que là, t'as toute la qualité, tout le bon goût de ton snack. Avec un peu de miel, fait que c'est un petit peu sucré, c'est le fun. Maintenant, on a quand même ça à faire. On fait au maïs. Pas le maïs ici. C'est le premier que j'ai goûté ça. Mais le miel était vraiment bon. Le miel, c'est mon préféré de loin, là. De loin, mon homme, là. Un peu de beignet. Très, très différent. Très, très, très différent. Encore le bon goût du beigne. Tu as vraiment un jus puissant de maïs. Le problème un petit peu avec le jus, c'est comme si tu aurais pris. Écoute, on a tout déjà fait là. On a tout déjà pris une canne de maïs, on a ouvert, on a pris une cuillère, on a pris une bouchée. Fait que oui, je goûte le maïs, mais je goûte aussi le jus de maïs. Fait que j'ai plusieurs goûts de maïs. Ça goûte très bon. Sauf que le beigne au miel était beaucoup mieux. Puis oui, c'est le fun, mais je sais pas, c'est très agressif comme goût. On a le gars qui chante. Ça, j'ai testé il y a 3 jours. Je ne sais pas c'est quoi. J'ai oublié. On a un petit gars qui chante, fait que ça doit pas être méchant. On a un beau, belle couleur orange. Extrêmement bon. Beaucoup de goût là-dedans. Beaucoup de goût. Ça goûte carrément la crotte de fromage. Ça goûte à Cheetos. Mais il y a peut-être un petit goût de légumineux. Je sais pas si on a mis des poivrons, mais c'est vraiment bon. Celui-là, sincèrement. Celui-là, le miel. Maïs, hein. On a un scientifique. Parce que pourquoi pas? Celle où les pirates trouvent de l'or. Jusqu'à ce que je m'endors. J'adore Extérieur. Une autre belle couleur. Un peu plus foncé cette fois-ci. C'est drôle, mais ça a un peu le goût de la pizza. Sincèrement. C'est. La pizza, la sauce tomate, c'est de la sauce tomate, right? Mais c'est pour moi, ça goûte plus la sauce tomate. C'est ça goûte ça un peu. C'est bon. Mais je sais pas, c'est bizarre. Sincèrement, je trouve que c'est un peu plus complexe que le fromage, fait que je pense que c'est mieux. Mais de peu. Vraiment, le miel était bon. Moi, j'étais bon. Pizza aussi était bon. C'est vraiment seulement le miel que j'ai pas trippé. Maintenant, on a un cercle. Fait que tu vas avoir un cercle. Je sais pas pourquoi je dis toujours cercle. C'est un cercle. Le singe. Un unicycle. J'ai un chum, Antoine Bibot. Ça là, ça, mon Antoine. Un de mes bons chums. Vraiment bon. Vraiment chic type. Il fait du unicycle. Mais maintenant, quand le gars fait du unicycle, souvent c'est un chic type. Mais bon, qu'est-ce que j'en sais. Fait que cercle. Ouh, c'est puissant. Je dis c'est bon. Encore une fois, c'est très étrange. Il y a un petit coup de tomate, mais c'est beaucoup plus herbé que tomate. Fait que t'as beaucoup de goût. T'as un goût très très fort, mais pour pas grand chose. C'est comme quand tu prends, je sais pas moi, tu prends du sel, ok? Puis tu crisses des cuillères sur ton steak. Et ton steak, quand tu le goûtes au premier, tu goûtes le sel. Mais une fois que tu as mangé le sel, ça goûte vraiment juste la viande, tu comprends? C'est ça qui se passe. C'est beaucoup de goût, mais rien, aucune profondeur. Finalement, on a le gars du hamburger. Un gars qui sert c'est l'hamburger. On dit que c'est teriyaki. Le premier qui a une description. Celle où les pirates trouvent de l'or. J'ai hâte. Beaucoup mieux. Vraiment bon. Du Normandie. Celui-là, oui, il est meilleur que les autres. Mais c'est quand même bizarre parce que c'est comme. C'est comme si j'aurais mis de la sauce dessus. Mais en fait, c'est vraiment bon. Il était tout bon. Ça, à différents degrés. Mais ouais. C'est bizarre parce que j'ai tellement de goût dans ma bouche là, c'est. Ah, j'aurais dû prendre mon café entre chaque. Me rincer le palais. En tout cas, 6 snacks hygiène asiatiques pour toi et mon chum. Sur ce, je vous dis bye, je vous dis au revoir, je vous dis libéraux, libéraux. Libéraux, 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 coupe du sexe sans sexe. Suicide debout, c'est ça, c'est une drette. Je suis prête, le Québec libéral est prêt, nous sommes prêts. Y'a pas faire de traître chez nous. Mais maintenant, comme jamais, il y a un traître chez nous. Ça va bien quand il parle comme un dos de boîte de céréales. Hein, du bon vieux local à la casse. Don't blink, yes, you blink. With a nice sunrise behind me over here. Over there. Over here. Today we're doing a subject of a video in a really good mood because we've been producing a lot of content, which is always nice, which is always something that I like to do. Actually, a cool video today. Actually, a cool movie because one of those movies that I didn't really like, but I have a reason for not liking it. One of those movies that I didn't think. See, I'm in a really good mood for this video because usually when I do movie review, I'm not gonna hide it. When I don't like a movie, it's hard to make a review. Ugh, that sucked. But in this one, there's a good reason. So the movie we're watching is Year One. So Michael Cera, Jack Black, Juno Temple, with whom I had a humongous crush on a ton of actor. Surprisingly, a vast amount of actor. So the movie is about, it's a funny take. It's a comedy on cavemen. Oh, what if I wasn't a good gatherer? What if I wasn't a good hunter? Actually, quite cool. It's a positive, it's like original concept. What if, what I like about the movie, because there's pros, there's some positive. It's just that there's a lot of going on. Like, for example, what if we had this understanding, but nowadays it's so different. For example, they want to sacrifice a virgin, but they take the sluttiest of the villager. Like, oh, I'm not sure she's a virgin. So it's actually quite cool. The movie in itself questions history. It's a funny, it's like a parody. Oh my god, I think that's a problem with the movie. It feels like a parody of the Bible. The movie in itself is so weird. When it's played well, it's acted well, but the movie in itself is so weird. So we're starting with these cavemen, then we end up with Abel and Cain, which again are part of religion. Then we ended up with Julius Caesar in Rome. Doesn't make quite a lot of sense, right? Right? So basically what we're talking about. And the whole movie is very religious. I don't know why I never understood that as a kid. The first thing that he does, he takes the fruit that gives you all the knowledge. Which, if you don't know the story of the Garden of Eden, that's pretty much what's going on. I can't believe I catch it. We catch the phone. A little bit too bright. We catch the phone. I'm a fucking G, bro. I'm a fucking G, bro. So, the first thing we see is Adam and Cain, which is the first murderer who killed his own brother. Now, we see this very, very unlikable character, and the brother, which is played by Paul Rudd, one of my favorite actor. Actually, quite cool. He's the parent that always knew that this one was a bad seed. And it's just the way they put it. And absolutely just the way they put it. For example, he received a thunder in the forehead, not a problem. Which the problem is, this is a Bible event. It's kind of you're kind of making fun of religion. You're kind of making a mockery of religion. You're talking about it's so weird because think about the Abraham and the sacrifice of his first son Isaac, right? If you know your shit, you know your shit, which I do. Thank you. And Isaac was like, no, 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 you're not gonna sacrifice me, right? And then the sacrifice is being stopped. See, the movie wants to be a satire on the religious event. It wants to be satire on the year as a caveman. Again, it's very funny when you're making fun of the caveman, right? It's very funny when you say you input modern thoughts into old counts. But there's a very fine line between I'm making fun of or this is satire. Satire is okay. Well, this is a situation. I'm gonna make it funny. For example, I don't know. SNL are really good at that. SNL, Saturday Night Live, they'll take daily event and they'll make it funny, right? The fine line, if you're crossing it, it seems like you're making fun of something, and you should make fun of religion. You can disagree with religion, but there's a lot of people that those are the guidelines of their life, and I do feel that at time the movie pushes a bit too much. Again, there's time when I laugh, there's time when I like, oh bro, this is unsensitive. And again, I'm not a wuss, I'm not a snowflake. I'm actually pretty open with a lot of humor, but it just felt like you're trying so hard to be funny, and not only it's not funny, it's insulting. You know what I mean? It's like a scary movie. The first one was amazing. The second one was amazing. The fifth one, I think we did. I think we checked out everything we could check out. Just my thoughts. So not a great movie, right? For the previous reason. And yeah, there's a reason why we don't hear about it anymore. Okay, just saying. Anywho, I love you guys. Take it easy. Bye. Don't blink, it's your boy Yank. Welcome to the show. This is doing well because I'm having a wonderful 17 November 2024. We are listening, watching, embracing the very end of this wonderful show. Dexter, now what you're saying, bro, you watched 4th season in one night? Bruh, no I didn't. I'm saying we finished season 4, which by the end there's a lot changing on. There's a lot changing. So once again, we got the amazing. I want to say, oops, the phone is too hot. The phone is too hot, and now it won't stop. I cannot film. I cannot film. I can't not film again. I wish I could feel. I wish I could steal. Oh, I wish I didn't feel. Oh, I wish I could feel. I'm so sorry, guys. We had it just stopped recording. Everywhere that I go. Damn, dude. Damn, dude. Wait, 9? Okay, I guess.